seas. They searched the land in 7 seas and centuries have passed, until the day you remain, bearing a famous task. Deep dark ending, we love to play video games. We don't keep playing until the early morning. Deep dark ending, we explain monster games. Deep dark ending, we sell my games and more. As Mariner set off on his quest to new and get a crew, the navigator joined the ranks and so did Mr. Q. Sailing for adventure, stories and for treasure, we will help you through, so climb aboard and join the crew. Deep dark ending, we love to play video games. We'll keep playing until the early morning. Deep dark ending, we explain monster games. Deep dark ending, we sell the games and more.
There. OBS decided it was going to lose the setting for the microphone again. Ahoy, divers, and welcome back to Deep Dive Gaming. I am the Mariner, and we are back for more satisfactory gameplay with Satisfactory. Ahoy, Twitch. Ahoy, YouTube. Ahoy, Rumble. Ahoy, Mojo. And ahoy, Mariner Kitty. Yes. She is wanting attention, but doesn't want to be held as usual. So we'll see how long she hangs out on my lap before she decides to give up. Happy Mother's Day to Mojo. And then also, let's see, let's turn the music on. There we go. All right, so we are going to load up. Uh-oh. I don't know if it'll let me. Oh, there it is. So we have proceeded and completed our teardown of our previous factories. We're starting with a clean slate without having to go through all the rigmarole of unlocking everything. We are taking this lovely little idyllic plain here, complete with birds and bushes and a nice little creek that comes out of this interesting cave and goes over a cliff. For reference, we are here on the map. And I've already worked on some of the burning of things in the fires of industry, because if we go to my latest load, come on, voila! I have done some paving, and I have set us up with a nuclear power plant. Nuclear power turns out pretty hard. I'm going to be building up factory in the cave because there's an uranium... Oops. There's this uranium node in there, and I've looked, and it's one of only 5 nodes that are currently on the map. There are 2 that are normal, and there's 3 that are impure. And this one I elected to go with for multiple reasons. One of it being it's central-ish. It's a central location to the map. This particular location has many walls, so it's rather isolated, which is a benefit and a detriment. There is going to be, I think, a way to bring in resources via train or something at some point, because there's that over there. I'm still kind of plotting out how I want to do my trains, but right now I'm thinking come this way towards these resource nodes, and then also come down this way for these resource. Like the train might even start over here, go up, collect stuff, come around, drop stuff off in the cave, come out, go around, and start the whole process over again. But for right now, my plan is just to get this thing running by making the things I need to put into the things I need to produce the uranium rod to get this thing fired up. You can see I've got a pipe coming out here that's going to eventually go to a water source up here. But this is several meters above this location, so it's a bit of a hassle to bring water in. 1 second. Okay. So what I've done is I've built an access way, and I may keep or toss the intervening foundations here once I get the pipe established. I'm not decided yet, but we are leading it, gonna take it from way up there, which means I'm gonna run a pipe down this and then around to the place. It's the best water location I think I have, because while there's this lake here, I'd have to run the water up and around and down through a winding cave all the way down to here. And I thought about it, and I went, and I've traveled through the cave, looked at all the windy wind, and went, ugh. So we're going to try something a little more interesting and possibly shorter. Less bends for sure. How's everybody's weekend? Good? So I've got this ladder that takes me all the way up. It's a bit of a journey, so I'm hoping that this isn't a regular thing I have to do. But yeah, to get the resources, I'm going to make the things that I need to make the nuclear power plant work. Frustrating, got nothing accomplished. I want... F for Mojo in the chat. But I'm not going to worry about like transportation right off the bat. Everything's just going to get fed into dimensional depots. And then I'm just going to download and insert it in the controls have been ready to go since late Friday night though. Oh, cool. Thanks. After I get done with the stream, I will do the thing we talked about. Whoops. How long did it take? I fell off the ladder, and the rocket pack is not letting me catch myself. There we go. That was close. Ag! May have to do intermediate foundation stages so that I don't continually fall off as I'm trying to do this. Is that straight? I think that's the middle. Won't be able to really tell until I get to the bottom. All the 15 minutes batteries weren't getting sitting tight enough in the controls. Oh, is that all it was? don't have any on me, but I use these like aftermarket power packs. You might have, I might have shown them on screen before. I don't remember. So yeah, I think what I might end up having to do is set up every 10 foundations. Yeah, I'm thinking I have to do this a little strategically. Oops. So they're just loose and bouncing around in the chassis. That's disappointing to learn, but at the same time, yeah, don't what? Okay. Why does that look bonkers? It looks like it's going to be nice when you do it this way, but then when I place it, it's like... See what a curve looks like, I guess. Nope, that looks worse. Or the same. Ah. So yeah, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think that's 10. Let's do this again. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That one. All he did was put strips of foam tape in the compartment lid and pulled the metal tabs out a little more to make the battery snug. Okay, cool. Yeah. I'd like to think that I'd be able to do that much, but I'm a klutz when it comes to fine manipulation. Didn't cover up the logo on the Starfield controller. Oh, good. Did you see the one on the inside of the cover? Like there was a bit, I love the detail of the Starfield controller. Too bad it was all for naught. Did I do floor? I don't think I did floor. No, I did floor. Okay, good. It's dark again, dang it. Invalid pipe shape. Yeah. Noodle. Okay, I think that's the one we're gonna have to go with. Now I gotta figure out how to do the next one. Well, let's see. I guess we could do this. Like 1, 2. Vertical, please. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Strange that it's not letting me do that. Just naturally as I put it down, but whatever. I just realized something. This may not be like how I thought it was going to be. I actually wanted to. Well, let's look at something here really quick. If I have the sticky out one from the wall, where does it line up? Okay, so I could totally have that be inside. This might be our extreme tonight mode show. Is just running this pipe. Actually, I've got an idea how to measure this, maybe. Possibly. Put it here. There. That way, let me do what I want to do. So much noise from the waterfall. There we go. So that was 1, 2. Let's see if I can figure this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so we need 1 below. Actually, 2 below. Because that's where we're going to put it, and then we need 1 to stand on. Shouldn't be any need for pumps on this guy. Alright, I guess we'll have to do it over here if we got the range. Don't think we does. We'll have to do some. Let's see. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then one below. I'll fly over. Take out that guy. I think that should be enough spot right there for us to stand. I might be wrong though. Yep, I'm definitely wrong. Alright. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. No, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One more for standing. Take that back. Yeah, beyond this, there's like so many things that you need to make to be able to do nuclear power. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 for standing. And I'm out of range. I can't draw her on that one. I'm going to have to do it on the flute. I'm also, oh no, that's centered. This optical illusion made me think it was not centered. So I'm also working on like figuring out where the train line's gonna go. So I'm still thinking that the best way to do the train line or to do this is to like create a train line that orbits the entire map, at least as far as smooth courses can go, and then make things and bring them to the train line. Also, what do you think of this? Like, I couldn't float this because there's nothing underneath this, so I used wall anchors. How vertical can the train go? Well, I think the maximum like upslope or downslope is the 2. So if you use 2 meter ramps, it's capable of going up and down. But if you try to use like the 4 meter, I've never tested this myself. This is all secondhand information that I've seen online. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 1 for standing on. But yeah. I just gotta plot the course because there's definitely some paths that can be taken. Like we did the good path all the way from the oil fields over here up and across and over to here. Yeah, just turn that off for just a minute. So yeah, we started here, ran up to here, ran across to here, and then through to here. And then I'm thinking we'd have to send the train around. Like south doesn't work because there's a cliff right here. So we'd have to continue east and then come through down through the swamp. And that's the other thought, is doing a spiral to go over the tough parts. Like I might have to do a spiral over here south of this guy to be able to get up and over, because I don't know if there's a really good way through. There's a land bridge over here that might help me make it, but yeah, it's gonna take some plotting, I think. And then also we're gonna need to figure out like where we're gonna build our stuff. To bring it to the train. Oh, I had already done that. Oops. No! I don't know, fuel. But I'm not doing anything quite yet. I want to get this nuclear power plant going and then have it be self-sustaining by building the factory stuff. Or supply, in fact, building enough for supply so I don't have to constantly use the cloud or the dimensional depot. Ow! I didn't think I'd fallen that far. Okay, so the question is, do we want to bring it down to just here and then do a curve, or do we want to just do the curve? I think we just want to do the curve. I have seen online some brief glimpses of some spiral train lines. Whoops. Stop it. To gain elevation. And heck, anyone who's seen the Snowpiercer television show knows what I'm going for there. Speaking of, Mojo, have you ever seen Snowpiercer? Either the movie or the television show? Ah, nice to get away from the white noise of that waterfall. Googled vertical train runs in Satisfactory and it was showing me spiral. Snowpiercer is a very disturbing movie, but good. Yes, I agree. Did you ever see the TV series on TNT? Or was it, wait, was that TNT or was that Apple TV Plus? I think it was TNT. don't know what the network was. I ended up buying it on Apple when it released. I need to see if they managed to save season 4 or not. Was it 4 or 5? There's a lot. There's a season. I think they wrapped production on it, but it never made it to air for one reason or another. I don't know. I might be misremembering. Because I do that. Yeah. Conceptually, I think the series was a little bit better. None of them followed the book. Neither the movie nor the TV series have followed the book. Two of which are free. Gotcha. I don't remember how I came across it. Why are you doing that? Huh. There's no half angle on that. We need in between this and this. And we don't have it. Darn it. But yeah, I found out about it. I bought the first season because I didn't think I was going to be able... Or maybe I rented it. I think I ended up paying for it. And it was definitely different from the movie and the book. Let's see. I think what I'm going to have to do is run this straight and then do another downward drop over here. Stop misbehaving. And then I remembered bases. So every 10 foundations, I put a base down. There are cable support things, but I did not unlock them in the Awesome Shop. And currently I don't have the materials I need to unlock to access the Awesome Shop. Because I am awesomely short-sighted with... Or was awesomely short-sighted when I was planning this out. Like, I should probably not torn down or decided not to tear down my power plants, but like I said, I'm like, I want to do nuclear power and see how far that will get me. So I kind of stuck with that particular thought. I was playing Frostpunk and watching a YouTuber playing it, and they mentioned that it gives them Snowpiercer vibes. Oh, I think... Let me check something. I think I know which game you're talking about, and I think I own it. No, the one that I have is called Frost Train, which gives some Snowpiercer vibage, but it's not quite like it. Okay, so that's gonna have to... Wow, really? far as I'm going to be able to put it, I guess. It's going to have to do... Actually, unless I do this. And then do this, maybe? Yeah, that'll work. But yeah, Snow Pursuit the series was really kind of fun. I mean, you couldn't get away from the class system thing that it was the book and movie were about, but I didn't mind it. Thing that I thought was cool was it's got some some well-known actors in it, especially the second season. We get Sean Bean. The series has, oh, what's her name? I want to say Jenna something, but that's not right. Snowpiercer. Thriller series. Jennifer Connelly, that's it. Jennifer Connelly, Sean Bean. See, I don't recognize any of the other names I'm shown from anywhere else, but I thought it was cool. Alright, so we got that bit done. We'll run power now. Just start it from up here and work our way back down. I put the ladder on the wrong side. Whoops. I think that might be our range. Oh, one more level. Yeah, okay. Let me check something else really quick. Oh, yeah, I'm tired already. I did not sleep well the last couple of nights. Yeah, that's even. Okay. I think I'll run power lines on the other side. Actually, I wonder... Got these wall outlets. They're not gonna let me be. They're not gonna let me have them be floor. Oh well. Speaking of train movies, have you ever seen Unstoppable? It's based loosely on a true story. That's as high as I can make you go. got Chris Pine, Denzel Washington, Rosario Dawson. It's basically the tale of a runaway train. It's a freight train that's run away too, with a cargo that could cause lots of damage if the train derails, which is the main threat of which is always the threat when the train goes rogue. It's also good. It's a little more... Oops, I need to go a little bit further on that. Trying to think what I was trying to say. It's definitely got the dramatic element to it. But it's also, like, got more interpersonal stuff. Okay. So, we have to figure out how to run power. The extra ladder that we don't need. Okay. Really? You're gonna make me do that? Can I use the... There we go. I think it'd probably be better just to put that there. No, darn it. Oh, this is precarious. I should have left those 10 up. Or those particular ones up until I got the cable strung. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to line these guys up properly. While hanging from a ladder. I'm fairly certain I'm not going to be able to. Where's that extra bit of ladder that I... There it is. Where? Whoops. Grab that ladder. Yeah, that's very precarious. Don't do that now. Come on. Do I have enough turbo? Nope, I don't have enough. That's too high. I should put it back there. Oh no! That wasn't too bad of a fall. But I think I may have put this a little higher than I can reach. Yep, I did. Too bad I can't use the falls for power. Yeah. Ah, bottomless pit. Ah. Okay, I am going to... I guess I can't. See where my respawn point
Next
is.
time you are doing that, don't.
Thanks, Ada. Where am I? Ooh, that's a bit of a travel. So we're gonna reload our save. Yeah, I wish I could. Or set up some sort of hydroelectric something. That's not too bad. Well, maybe we'll do it that way. There we go. Oh, hello. More ladder I forgot to erase. Or couldn't reach to erase. I don't know why I'm tilting my head to look around the corner. chance even. I was like, yeah, craning my neck going, let's see, does it actually help? I do it too in Fallout. You've probably seen me do it a few times. I'll be like, or just doing that revealed I have a smudge on my glasses. But it's not the spot that I usually look through, so we're okay. I took my mom to see The Wizard of Oz in the theater today. I hadn't seen that movie in a long time. And I had I had no appreciation for it as a child, but I suddenly do as an adult. I'm like, wow. It made me feel things. Yeah. She kept sharing stories about Judy Garland afterwards. Whoops. That's okay. I don't mind that. But it kind of it kind of made me want to go watch some of the other movies about that were done regarding Oz. They had made a theatrical prequel to The Wizard of Oz that I think it was just called Oz. Maybe it was Oz the Great and Powerful. But it was about how the wizard came to Oz. You ever seen The Wiz? I don't think so. I'm not even sure if I've heard of The Wiz. And the sequel to Wizard of Oz was Return to Oz. As far as theater releases. Oh, really? I didn't know that there was a Return to Oz. When was Return to Oz? Oh, 1985. Oh, actually, I think I remember, based on some of the screenshots. Actually, maybe not. It's looking a little psychedelic, actually. Had the 3 graphic novels of the Wizard of Oz series. Oh, neat. Oops, that was a little off. There we go. And that one should reach. Nope. Yeah, the most recent entry to Oz was the James Franco movie from what decade? How long ago was that? I feel like it was 10 years or so now. And again, I also used to have the Dark Crystal graphic novel with the concept art from the movie. Still sad. Oh, that you lost it? Oh, that would be... Alright, so as soon as we can get that powered up, the water will be on its own. We'll probably we'll do this really quick. We'll do a biomass burner. We won't put anything in it for right now, but we'll put this here so that we can do a jump start, at least of the water, when it's time. So I think the water extractors take 30 megawatts. 20, okay, we're ahead. Oh, cool. But yeah, this sucker takes 240. Oh, I just realized this thing takes 240 cubic meters per minute. And I only set up one water extractor. Whoops. So we have to go way back up here. Set up a second one. I don't know if I displayed it all that prominently when last time I was up here. So we'll take another look-see. Looked up the graphic novels and the current releases have been so PG-fied, they are sad. Ruin the cover art for Return to Oz just to scare me. This is the other part that kind of there's radiation, uranium up here for free. But until I have a place to put it, I daren't pick it up because it's just going to burn through my filter. So how do I... How do I get away from it? I was not exposed to it last time I was here. What the heck? Well, I just have to hurry. Invalid placement. Oh no. Let me put it somewhere, please. Oh, jeez. Okay. Ah! Excuse you. Man, it's probably because of this uranium right here. Ah, come on. Why are you giving me so much? Dang. Alright, so now let's see if we can put this here where it's nice and even. We can, sweet. Okay. Did that go? I can't tell. Can't see the wire. Doesn't look like it did. There we go. Okay, so that means we'll need a second bio burner. Well, that's not a big deal. The other thing we need to solve, which I've been putting off, thinking about, there is this thing called nuclear waste, or uranium waste that comes out of this. Also, check out this design. you got full detail. Oops. Oh man, my brain. But yeah, uranium waste is something we'll have to deal with. We'll probably just have to set it somewhere for a while and then unlock. Or like, we've got the technology to make it into plutonium pellets. So then we can feed it into like, and we can do the process to turn the stuff into other stuff that can then power another nuclear plant. I might actually be shooting myself in the foot by only having one of these here, but I'm hoping that I will be able to like expand out that way, because this here too is a bottomless pit. But I can like pave it over to a certain extent. I don't know. That's something to solve later. Oh my gosh, my brain. There's just so much. There's so much to this. Okay, so I was trying to get that to be even with the opening over here, but that was not good. Not to be, because I wanted to leave this crick unspoiled. And so this is as far in as I could make it to make the foundations look pretty underneath it. I can't remember for the life of me why I wanted to lift it up by an extra meter foundation. Probably had something to do with making sure that this input was going to be even with the floor over here as I brought stuff in, brought water in. So, anywho, the next excuse me. The next thing to do is to work on see, even that's going to encroach, so we're not going to. Okay. So I found this new program called Satisfactory Modeler. It's actually brought to my attention by a YouTube recommendation. So the next thing we need to make is uranium fuel rods through a manufacturer. That requires the uranium pellet, encased uranium cells. So Actually, I don't need to go this far away from the cave entrance. A creature is in the way. Get out of my way. Get out of my way. They do look like flowers when they're open, sitting there like that. But yeah, this creek is fed up here all the way up to, like, there's a waterfall in the ceiling that just fills up a little basin that then runs down. It's kind of cool, actually. But yeah, so our uranium, I'll show you where the uranium is. It's up this winding path. In this big old cavern. I thought about even putting the nuclear power plant in here somewhere, because it's got high enough ceilings for it. But I'm like, eh. There's the uranium right there. We'll have to tap that at some point. But I want to save that as our last step. I want to get everything else in place, including manufacturing the other bits and bobs that we need. Then I'll set up a cargo container for all the bits and bobs that will be for the supply, and then we'll set up the uranium mine thing and let it go. So yeah, I think the manufacturer is going to be here at the cave entrance. Actually, I don't think we need that. See if I can't just turn on the resource that I want to look at the node for. I need to blow my nose. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go blow my nose. Oh, sorry. I said I don't think it's happiness that they care about with their employees. I think it's the efficiency. Nope, just me not remembering to hit the unmute button. Happy workers are productive workers. But I think fix its attitude is that your work should bring you happiness. Or your satisfaction that you're going to be saving all the kittens and puppies. That just looks dumb. Like I couldn't make up my mind. Yeah, at least that's less dumb. That's not what I was going for at all. Really? That'll work. Should really not do any power running until we've got things more set up. Like the manufacturer, for example, that's going to make uranium fuel rods, which requires, among other things, 50 encased uranium cells. Electromagnetic controls and the encased industrial beams we will feed in via storage containers to start with, like I said. Huh. Just noticed this texture that's on the ground is extended up the side of the whatchamacallit there. I was noticing that in another cave as well. Like I had made an oopsie and had ended up with a dismantle case that was textured with the ground texture, or painted the ground paint color. There it is again. Let's see, we've established, I think, that these things cannot be side by side and feed in. Yeah, so what I'll do is one about there. Actually, I think, oops, I think it needs to be further back so that the other one isn't too slopey. One there, one there. And then these will get control rods, which I think I've got. We'll still set up manufacturing for it, but yeah. That will supplement our storage, or our depot. Fallout 4 is bad for that. There are places you build and the debris keeps covering what you built over it to cover the debris on the ground. I think I've run into a few of those places. I think what we'll do is that. Wow, really? Wow, this still is not far enough back for a curve. We'll go ahead and make it. Put it a little. That's just so funny. Sean's remote PC house and sanctuary has leaves that refuse to be covered. Oh yeah. So not enough light in here. There we go. I think that's the correct side because the uranium pellets are coming from this way because the cave bends to the left. Encased uranium cell. For a second my brain translated what you have built as a modular kitchen for Fallout 4. That's hilarious. Oh no, we're out of plates. We're gonna have to go set up some manufacturing of some plates. So all we had available was what was in the Dimensional Depot. I hadn't even thought that I'd been using so much in the way of foundations. Can actually get rid of this row that we were probably running short, or that we would be running out soon. Yeah, only 74 to our name right now. So we're going to find, I think we're going to pause this operation. We're going to go find ourselves a place where we can set up some temporary power and some iron construction in order to manufacture some iron plates to feed our need. I'm looking for some place that will give us coal power or geyser power and iron deposits nearby. It looks like there's some iron ore over there. Oh, hey. That's right. We've got our this might be a good spot because it's got a geyser here. It's not pure geyser though, so that might be a little bit of a hindrance. But there's 4 nodes over here. We could probably run some power from this one over. Otherwise, we'd probably go over here. So that's one pure node. Normal. Some copper over here too that's pure. So yeah. These are pure. Okay, so I think the most power we'll have available to us in proximity to iron is going to be in the swamp over here. Ironically, right next to the other spot where I considered putting a nuclear power plant. Because there's a cave over here that's got uranium. It's impure. But we could totally have had it set up a nuclear power plant at the base of the waterfall here. And fed in a bunch of stuff from the local nodes around. But the only reason I didn't do it was because that's way to the east side of the map. And I wanted to stay more centralized. Although, I mean, this is pretty far south. I mean, it probably doesn't matter. On the flip side, we could make another plant over here. So we have options. But we'll get this one going first, and then we will play with this one. The other reason I like this one over here is because there's these quartz. I think you use the quartz or you use silica to do something with the uranium waste to make plutonium pellets. And so this will come in handy when we get to that phase, I think. Also got to solve the sulfuric acid problem. But I think that's going to be over here. So I got some nice pure nodes. I'm hoping these ponds will allow us to extract water. If they don't, hopefully we can pipe it in from over here. I don't have any idea if you can tell where I'm pointing, but... Alright. Where was I going? Oh yeah, we're going to go over to the swamp. Because we have power in proximity. I mean, we've got power in proximity to iron over here as well, but I'm still... I'm going to head over here and do this one, because there's two geysers up here. One pure, one normal. And I've not actually, like, built in the swamp yet, so I want to see how difficult that is to clear space. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Something else that just occurred to me. Yeah, we're going to need plates for biomass burners. If we need them. I knew this was going to happen eventually. But I wanted to see how far I could get before I needed to go somewhere and make some incidental industry. Using dramatic about knocking your front teeth with a plastic bottle. So like it was in a glass bottle. Like it was accidental. She went blink or something. Where am I? I got some trekking to do. Totally an accident, yeah. Well, I guess my question was, what did she do it to herself, or did someone else maybe go and do it for her? Ow, ow, ow. I'm just remembering knocking my teeth on glass bottles as a kid. Ah. I don't remember necessarily doing that per se, but I can definitely say that I've fallen around. Definitely remember the feeling of impacting my teeth on things. I don't know if I'm taking the right path or not. We'll just go with it, see if we can get over there. Dooby-dooby-doo, dooby-doo, dooby-dooby-dooby-doo. I think I'm going to reach out to Hero and see if he can moderate for me tomorrow night. I'm going to have to add him as a moderator on the Twitch and the YouTube and the Rumble. But I will politely ask if he's available to do it before I go and set him up with everything. So Mojo will not be here tomorrow. She's got a school thing. Yeah, I don't think this... Well, actually, I think I might see a path. Sure is pretty country over here. Right before you get into the swamp. I'm also gonna start collecting any resources I see on the fly. Didn't realize that there was a meeting until late this afternoon when I finally got the new. Oh no! Was it an email newsletter or was it some other format that someone forgot to pass on to you that they were supposed to? Yeah, this way. Ooh, I see a Mercer sphere. We'll take that. Ooh. We'll let those guys march by and then we'll take it. You wanna know something funny, Mojo? You need Mercer spheres to create the dimensional depot, but then you can upload Mercer spheres into the dimensional depot. And summer sloops as well. That feels to me like crossing the streams. Schoolwide newsletter, apparently they've been meaning to put it in the newsletter for the last 2 weeks to let the parents know about tomorrow night. The Pencil Cup. Oh, it is cool. Saved some space so I don't have to carry them around with me. I just never tried it before, but because I'm like, it feels like it's crossing the streams. Or it's like an infinite regression or something. Recursive loop in the dimensional depot coding that would make it blow up. Okay, well, we found the entrance to the swamp, I think. Rather than just dropping in over the side of a cliff or something. Hello, Mrs. Fair. Okay, we still have to go north. Ooh, the music has changed. Head more to the northeast. Northwest. So glad I've got aggression turned off. That would have been a nasty surprise. Ugh. Ugh. It's pure mycelia, though. Ugh. Wonder what happens when you cut one of these guys down. Can you cut one of these guys down? Doesn't look like these things are allowed to be chopped down. Wonder if we can blow it up. I don't have any. Where's my... What are they called? Boom booms. Nobelisk, that's it. We can. Okay. I guess those things don't float like the other things do. Nope, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Up, back up to the cloud. We're almost there. Pure node, pure concrete, pure iron. And we've got Mark III miners now. Which I don't know if I've got the pieces I need to be able to use them, but... Okay, so there's that. There's the limestone. Be tapping that here shortly, I think. There's the iron. Alright, let's clear us some space. How has that not gotten old yet? I will need to blow that up, so I need to re-download my Nobelisks. Oof. That was a particularly satisfying detonation. I think it's enough space for now, just to lay the foundations. Now, the question is do we want actually? Let's go to that one too. Timber. Oh, I hear a noise. Ah, there's a slug in here. Actually, we should probably be judicious with the boom booms. Not go all hog wild on detonations. Do just enough to get us access to the thing. Alright, so what I was thinking about was maybe setting up the foundations around this platform. Oh no, I don't know. Oh, okay. I was about to throw a Noblest needlessly, and I was like, how do I abort? How do I abort? Okay, so. Okay. First, focus, Mariner. Focus. We only want to worry about the plates right now. We'll expand to do other things once we have the plates. Whoa. Come on, where is it? Make sure I don't have any floating foundations. Nope, I think we're good there. Yeah, let's do it that way. Oh, and there goes the rest of our plates. Okay. I shouldn't have done that. You good? You got flowers today? Nice. I'm trying to decide on the direction to build. Part of me is like going straight ahead. Part of me is going turn right. Part of me is going just don't go left. Actually, we could go left because there's a big open space over there. But there's concrete in the way. Or limestone, rather. I think we'll go straight ahead. I think that's got the most room. Which means we'll need to collect the remaining mycelia. It would be fun for cleaning out the verge. Yeah. Whoops. Do I have enough to at least finish off these rows? Just. Okay, now. What will it take to make a level 3 miner? All things that we have. Sweet. So that gives us oh wow, 480 per minute, Mojo. 480. Wow, that's tall. I didn't realize that the Mark IIIs were taller. So yeah. So our geothermal is running over there. We'll run some wire over once we get some iron plate productions designed. So that will be something that I'm going to do off stream. So again, happy Mother's Day, Mojo. And we will be back sans Mojo tomorrow night for some more Satisfactory gameplay with Satisfactory. Until then, enjoy, Factory. Fair winds and fun gaming, y'all. Bye.